ask you questions. We'll give you our opinions. Tell us your stories. We'll give you our opinions. Read us from your diary. We'll give you our opinions. It's in my homosexual opinion. IMHO, the podcast. Hi, everyone. Welcome to IMHO, the podcast, Unplugged, Volume 3. That's Darby over there.
I am Darby.
Darby, I miss you. How are you?
I know I miss you too. It's been truly insane. So to catch everyone up, at time of taping, my mother-in-law has been gone for a little over 24 hours. Alive. She's alive. Sorry. She was staying with us for 3 weeks. And she did in fact leave. And
well, so you need a day to decompress.
Exactly. I'm going to put a little, ooh, look at me. I'm so lit up. Yeah. So I let me say this for anyone who is trying to be a different, better version of themselves, and you make a big change and things are going well and it's good. It's okay that if you change your entire routine because someone's staying in your home for like almost a month, it's okay not to be doing good at the end of that.
Yeah.
It's okay not to be doing good at the end of that. I was doing fine. Like, obviously, I love when my mother-in-law comes. It just means that I'm going to have to eat so much food and also just watch so much baseball. We watched so much baseball.
I'm going to stop. I don't want to interrupt you, but I'm going to stop you. Why?
Thank you, Phillies. Thank you, Phillies.
I miss when Phillies just meant horses.
People play baseball every day. Like, there's always a baseball. It's crazy.
The same people, or like there is baseball every day?
That is not any of my business. But I will say, when we dropped her off at the airport, I'm such a faggot because, like, I was like, oh, good. Okay, I can have like a few moments to myself. But then when we dropped her off, it was sad.
Yeah, that's family.
What if I look like this? For those of you who can't see, I look like Mitch McConnell.
I gotta be honest. There, for some reason, there's a pinned, like there's like a you're pinned. Oh, do it again. Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah, you look like a turtle.
Thank you so much. May he rest.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm doing good. But I haven't apologies to everyone. I haven't had time to, do my job.
No. Well, can I pause it? Can I suppose that it's very hard? It's very hard because our live studio is your guest bedroom. So when you've got a guest in the bedroom for 3 weeks, you can't really get in there without kind of uprooting the system. And that's not what...
You know what? We don't uproot the system. We love the system, okay?
But also, it's too hot. We can't do drag in 80, 90, 100 degree weather. We can't do it.
How does anyone do drag in the state of Florida?
If you do drag in the state of Florida...
I'm so glad Ginger Minge invented it for them. Because that's... wild.
If you do drag in the state of Florida, I want to commend you. You deserve to get out of Florida, but
yeah, that's tough. That's
tough. But if you do it, I can't thank you enough for your service to...
Thank you for your service. And that includes all the Disney characters. That is drag. So thank you, you tiny little people dressed up as Pluto.
Kind of topical, but I'm only on Instagram Reels, so it might have happened a month ago on TikTok. But have you heard of this girl that the scuttlebutt was that she got banned from Disney because she kept stalking the Peter Pan and giving him gifts? And yes. I think actually now the new scuttlebutt is that she wasn't actually stalking him. She's not banned. She's just a little overzealous and or whatever. There's no way to know the truth, but have you seen all that?
There's no way to ever know the truth. I think, listen, my brother, I have a brother.
Oh, yes.
He used to be church, and in church, everyone there worked for Disney because Disney God too. And I met a bunch of like, what?
God too or God also? I think it
God
would be kind
too,
of
back
interesting.
in
Yeah.
the clouds. And so one Sunday, I'm sure it was a Sunday while I was there, they were having like a little luncheon thing. You know what churches do. I don't fucking know.
Oh,
And
potluck.
they were potlucking. And I met like a bunch of Tinkerbells, friends of Tinkerbell, and a friend of Aurora. They were stunning
Oh,
and so
okay,
short.
so for those people who don't know that when you say friend of Tinkerbell or friend of Aurora, it really means that that's who they were playing and pretending that they were in the
Yeah,
park.
they have to say friend because they don't want to break the illusion. They can get fired for that.
They can't break the magic.
For breaking the magic? Are you kidding? Anyway, well, not fired, burned at the stake. It's
Whatever they
it's
do,
more
you know what?
humane.
We don't know what they do. They got tunnels down there, like the catacombs of Paris.
Oh, they have tunnels and people have died in them. You know they have.
Absolutely.
But they were saying that like, yeah, I mean it's pretty common. Like I think the internet is seeing it for the first time, being like, what is this woman's problem? But all the Disney performers are like, yeah,
That happens.
yeah, it happens all the time. Seen that woman that from there's an episode of My Strange Addiction of a woman who's addicted to Mickey Mouse, just in particular Mickey Mouse. And it's like an older woman. Oh God, I don't want to do this injustice. Well, she had an accent. I'm not going to do that. But she was like an older woman that would like go to Disney World by herself all the time and wait in line to talk to Mickey. And as she's waiting in line, she's like, oh, he's there. That's him. That's Mickey.
Oh,
Bitch, you have cancer of the brain.
Yeah, there's something going on with that.
Oh, no, never mind. That's good. That's good. No, that's good. Wait, were you about to say it was good? And then I said she had cancer of the brain.
No, I was going to say something probably worse. I was going to say that's mental illness. But it does also like up to a point, it's fine for people to love these characters, but like you should never make anyone feel uncomfortable.
Unless they're us. And then you should be obsessed with us to the point that we're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
We need that.
You should be, and you should be following us around, giving us gifts.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know. Big ups, big props to my Pete's staying out there, keeping their tight little twink bodies ready for anyone to come take a picture with.
Yes.
Yeah, big into it. Really into it. Congrats, guys. Really good job, guys. Really good job.
Oh, and I feel so sorry for
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Peter Pan. What?
I feel so sad for the characters that have to be like well, first of all, they're furry suits, but they're not as chic and they're not as like sinewy. But I feel bad for them. It's too hot for them too. What do you mean? They got to stand outside.
There are laws in place that they're only allowed, if it's like a certain degree, they're only allowed out there for like 15 minutes at a time. And it's because people died. But also, I just watched the new stand-up special by Rory Scovel. And he does a whole bit. It's so good, y'all, on Netflix. Rory Scovel. That's why my accent's out, because I immediately went into my Rory. But he does a whole bit about those characters. And he's like, when they're taking pictures and they've got this like crying kid, inside, Winnie the Pooh's smiling, but inside they're going like this.
Listener, for those who can't see, Darby has her head cocked just a little bit to the south, and she is, or the west, to the west. And her eyes are dead and she's not smiling. That's actually kind of amazing to be posing for a picture and not have to smile.
Right? Well, I never smile in pictures. I never try to. It just happens.
Yeah. Cause you're happy.
Okay. Speaking of smiling, let's go there. Are you ready? Are you brave enough to take this on?
Yeah. Let me drink water.
Also, I'm loving your new glasses again. I just want to keep bringing attention
really
to
used
them.
to them. Thank you. I feel really good. Thank you, Gin Eyewear in the Sherman Oaks Mall.
Well, you paid for it. Don't thank them for doing their job.
Oh, you're right.
Okay.
Thank you, Darby, for telling me about that place.
We go to, so mother-in-law come in town. We go to restaurant. We go Lot Restaurant. Curtis, mom, love restaurant.
Love
and
food.
they love food, and they love when it's multicultural. They love when they've never heard of it or any of the things that it's made of. They jump on the chance to put that in their mouths, in my mouth. And
Your mouth.
I'm not that person, but I go. Y'all, I go. If I have to
You
take
do
a
pretty
bite,
good.
I'll take a bite. Although we
Yeah.
did go to this fucking, oh my God, bitch. There's this like Michelin star sushi restaurant in Studio City that is in a strip mall on Ventura next to like a dog rescue. Anyway, we went to do that and it was really nice. Like the food was great. I get it. We sat at the sushi
Mhm.
bar. We got to watch them make the sushi. But there's something about fine dining. Like when you go to like a really nice restaurant, the staff just watch you. They're just standing around watching you. And we came in a little early because it's hard to get a reservation there. So I think we ended up eating at like 6. So we're one of like 3 tables in a very small restaurant. And so I do think it's
Uh,
probably because there weren't a lot of people in there, but like all the servers, all the hosts, the bussers, they're all in the dining room. Even if they're not doing anything, they're just watching you eat. So every
wow.
time you
Well,
look
what
up,
did you look like while you were eating?
well, at first I wasn't look like anything, but then when I realized that I was putting on a show, are you kidding me? I was like, do 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 do. Oh, I was doing choreography, bitch.
Ah,
You know how I turn on, but
yes.
it was very uncomfortable, but it was very funny because at one point, this man, I think he was a busser, he came up to Mama D and he noticed that she was about to pour soy sauce. Like that's how much they're watching us. He stopped
Ooh.
her from pouring soy sauce and was like, "Oh, actually, you don't need soy sauce for these bits. Like this, they've got this in it and blah blah blah. But I mean, you can have it if you want, but just whatever." And Mama D was so freaked out that someone tried to stop her from pouring soy sauce that the entire rest of the trip, 2 days, but the entire rest of the trip, she could not stop talking about it. It stumped her. It fried her brain. And I was
Wow.
like, now you get it. You get it, Diane. That's what my brain does all the time. Like I was thinking, why didn't he come ask me about soy sauce?
Yeah.
Why is he not looking me do sauce? He didn't do me soy sauce.
I don't know if you should talk like that when discussing soy sauce.
What? Oh, shut the fuck up. You know I'm doing our bit where we drop stuff. I
No,
don't do
I'm sorry.
accents anymore. You told
No,
me
I
I
know. I'm
couldn't
sorry.
in
I did.
2024. So I've stopped.
I'm sorry. I'm
Kidding, I'm kidding.
sorry.
Anyway, sorry. I'm talking at you, but one more. Let
But
me
how was
finish
the
that.
how was the
So I do.
food?
It was great.
Ooh, I want to go.
I
Okay.
mean, it's fresh sushi, fresh sushi
Bitch,
for
your nails look
sissy.
incredible.
I did them. Okay, I was going to tell you about this.
Let's finish your sushi and then we'll do nails. I'm sorry.
And it's all like really old Japanese men making it behind the counter, and it's an art. It's so impressive. Anyway, but we're doing all that. We're doing like the restaurant, the eat out, constant.
Ooh.
So we go to Curtis's restaurant that neither of us had been to before, and it was great. I think you and I should go some night and just sit at the bar and have little
Ah,
snacks. It was really, really fun.
this is the most recent one he started working at.
Yes, in West Hollywood, where the roof it comes off.
I want to
They
go
actually like
there.
took the roof off while we were sitting there. It was so exciting.
That's like Minute Maid Park in Houston. It used to be the Astrodome, and then they made Minute Maid Park. It used to be Enron Field, and
Uh-oh.
the roof retracts.
Didn't Hurricane do something to that? Did Hurricane do that one? No.
I don't
More
know. I
more
don't know. We're
kinds.
supposed to
Yeah.
get a lot of rain this winter. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to be wet. Just because my doctor said I couldn't do it naturally.
And if in 2 weeks we're saying it's too rainy and dark, that's our business. Do not reference this video where we're saying
It's how we process.
we're allowed to change our minds at any time. Okay.
Yeah, even at the vote, I could be in the voting booth and I can change
Yeah.
my mind. So
Yes.
you never know what I'm going to do. Anyway, so
You're at Ruth
yes,
Retracts.
we're at Roof Retracts. And another thing about Curtis and his mom. Well, Curtis, anytime he goes to a restaurant, he has to take a picture of the food on the plate before
I
I can
know,
eat
it's
it.
so cute. Where do those pictures end up?
They go to to be fair, they don't just sit in his phone. They go to the family group chat because the family loves to know what each other's eating.
Oh, that's
That's
sweet.
90% of the family group chat is
That's
just,
actually
this
sweet.
was my dinner. Yeah, right?
It's a good way to stay
I now view
connected.
it as a really sweet thing. But before, in the dark times,
No, if he's got a secret Instagram account where he's posting these photos, I'm gonna be upset.
nitty food, yes. I would be thrilled that he had a hobby. I'd
Oh,
be thrilled that he had a hobby. So we're at this place, they're taking pictures, whatever. And so at one point, every meal we had, his mom would be like, all right, you two get together. I'm going to take a picture. And I hate having my picture taken in public. I don't know what it is. I don't love it. I don't love it. Unless I'm in drag, and then you better take like a ton or I'll be pissed. But
oh,
I was like, okay, fine. So we lean in, Curtis and I do a little like closed mouth smile, like a little. And the reason I was doing that was number one, it made me feel so dainty and little to have such a tiny little smile. It's like, I'm so skinny. I can only do this little tiny smile.
yeah,
Secondly, like I have bad teeth, and the roof had just literally come off the place on purpose,
yeah.
not Astrodome kind, but like on purpose. And then sun down, sun. And
Oh, you're attuned to the lighting situation at all
because of
times.
my teeth. Yeah. I know that if they use a flash and it's dark, they're going to look fine. I know in certain indoor lighting, they're going to be fine. But natural lighting, I have to keep my mouth shut. Okay. Because candy corn season's just around the corner. I don't want people getting too excited too early.
Darby, you have a beautiful smile and you shouldn't hide those teeth. But also, actually, I'm going
Thanks.
to
I
commend you
will.
for knowing the different lighting because I haven't ever thought about that.
Oh, Alexis.
I didn't know
Oh,
about that.
Alexis. Yes. Well, I don't think your teeth are bad. Like, I think you have a really great smile.
No, they're bad
I,
and they're getting
no, I
worse.
know they're bad on the inside. It's kind of like you. Like, on the outside, you're pretty and cute, but on
Yeah,
the inside,
rotten.
rotten. Rotten.
Rotten
Horrible.
to the core.
Horrible. Rotten to the core. Absolutely.
You ever left a jack-o'-lantern out for 6 months after Halloween?
Nope. Have you?
No, I wouldn't. No, I've every time you okay,
Carving a pumpkin blows.
actually carving a pumpkin sucks. I love
You
fall.
suck.
I love pumpkins. I love all of it. Squash, gourds. I love everything Halloween and I want it all now immediately in August. But the physically carving and the scooping out of the innards of a pumpkin, it is not for me.
Get real.
Invite me
Get
to a pumpkin
real.
party. I will come. I will paint on it and I will carve it if everyone really wants me to. But actually carving it is torture and hell.
I think at this point in my life, I think at this point in our lives, as we've reached early 40s,
Yeah.
carving a pumpkin, we've done that. Like we've had that
Yeah.
experience, okay? And it's a lot of work, but it's worth it if it's the first and only time you do it.
Yeah.
You understand? So if I'm coming to a party to do pumpkin, I'm not painting it, I'm not carving it. I'm bringing a bunch of Barbie body parts and I'm making a giant fat orange Barbie.
Oh, that's
Not Barbie dressed as a
beautiful.
pumpkin, but Barbie has some medical issue where her torso is orange and round.
Ah, the president.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ugh. And everyone's so upset.
I binge watched a show yesterday. I'm so glad Diane was here and I got to hang out with y'all for a little bit. That was really fun.
Do you like your blanket?
I love my blanket.
Isn't it so pretty?
It's
She worked on
really
it
soft.
the entire time she was here.
Oh, she was so sweet. I kind of felt like when they had come over to drop it off, I kind of felt like they were maybe expecting to because they were outside of the car. And so afterwards, I
Oh,
was like, were they supposed to, did they want to come in? Like, I
no,
wasn't
no,
ready
no,
for
no.
that. But it
No,
was
no, no,
so
no.
pretty. And it matches my bedding perfectly.
That was all Curtis and his mom. Like I was like, she's cottagecore. She's also like Game of Thrones, dark, rich colors. And then Curtis
Yeah.
and his mom picked those colors, and it was perfect. She
She started it here. She started it when she got here.
she started it when she got here, and she worked on it for what, 2.5 weeks, two
Oh my
weeks.
God, that's
Yeah.
so impressive.
And every night we would be on the couch watching Taskmaster, and she's working on the blanket, and she'd be like, okay, hang on, pause it. And we pause the show, and she'd be like, okay, I'm going to lay this on Drew and just see how long it is. Because I told her, like, you're a few inches short. You're a couple inches shorter than me.
Yeah, I'm
But, like,
about 5'5" and you're like 5'7". Yeah.
thank you so much for saying that. It is about time someone see me for who I really am,
Well,
a 5'7" blonde.
people only see the top third of our bodies usually. They don't know how tiny we are. We're so tiny and
Oh my
little.
god. I just like sometimes I worry I'm gonna blow away.
I know. One time we all went canoeing down a river and I took a leaf off of a tree and I canoed on the leaf because I'm so little.
Thank you, Bjork. I went to Ulta yesterday. Can I tell you this? I went to Ulta yesterday
Tell me.
and I'm looking for stuff and I can't find it, and I love to find it on my own, so I'm not asking. But then I see the faggotiest faggot, and I'm like, that's my audience. Yes, girl. Yes, Queen Mama Slay. Yas. So I went over to him, and immediately trauma response. I turned it on. And I'm like, hi, sorry, I'm following you around like a crazy person. Oh, anyway, I'm looking for the I saw these nails, but I know you haven't. I can't see them. I couldn't find them anywhere. Am I looking in the wrong place? And he was like, "Oh yeah, just follow me. They're back here. We've moved them back a couple." And I was like, "Oh my god, that's crazy." So we go back there, and I'm thinking he's so happy. Another effeminate, faggy man is talking to him about, I don't know, work. That's his work,
Yeah.
and we get to the nails. He's like, and you've got this here and this here. And I was like, oh my God, you just saved my life. Thank you so much, precious. And he went, yep. I called you
I'm
precious
shocked.
based on the book by Sapphire. Like I truly was, I was like, girly, I see you. You're valid. You're valid. And he was already secure enough within himself, I guess, to like need external validation. Something's wrong with these kids. I'm so worried.
It's
He looks genuinely
interesting.
happy. He looked genuinely happy to be on his own, and just like he felt really confident about himself, and he didn't need a random 40-year-old man to tell him that he's also gay. Like he didn't need that.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's puzzling, isn't it? These children today.
Children. But I did. Yeah, I did my own nails.
Oh,
Look,
I
they have little
love.
blue bows on them.
Ooh, okay, I can't wait to see. I watched a show yesterday that I think you could like. I binge watched it. It's called A Woman of Substance, and it's very
A
much
woman
a woman of substance,
of
and
substance.
it's very much like Hatfields McCoy's meets Downton Abbey. It's a girl
Oh,
who works as like the
a
very last
whore.
in the well, they call her that a lot, even though she's not. It's a girl in England who works in a very wealthy house, um, but the family all wrong her in some way or the other, and some of them are just like, mm. And then some of the wrongs are very wrong. But then she crawls herself out of the adversity that she experiences, and she becomes incredibly wealthy, and she gets ultimate revenge on this very rich family. Or
I
does
love
she?
revenge.
Oh yeah, so it's like revenge too.
I love revenge.
And every episode it starts with her as an 80-year-old woman, and then it flashes back, and she's like the queen on top. She's upset. She's like the owner of a giant business. and then it flashes back to when she's like a
A
teen.
piece of shit whore.
It's so
Yeah.
good. I'm obsessed with it.
I mean, you've made some banger recommendations recently, so you know what, girly? I'm trusting you. I'm gonna check it out.
Wait, if
Oh
I
no.
can I do another recommendation?
Well, I just agreed to that one. I mean, you're
Well,
changing the
that
rules.
one don't when you're ready for it, you'll know it. Michael, actually, friend of the pod, Michael Marino, Michael Marino recommended it, and I finally got around to it. And I really liked it. Darby has stepped away from the mic, and she is doing a gorgeous dance, and her butt is pooching out. It's a poochy butt.
My butt is being butt lately, and I just want to say thank you so much, God, and my lighting.
Yeah. Okay. Furious on Hulu, starring Emmy Rossum.
Yes. You told me about this last time, and it's coming. It's coming.
There is a man in this show. His name is Stephen Way, I think, and he plays a character. The show is dark, and it
Love
touches a lot of the darkness of like a Law and Order SVU mixed with like
female serial killer, but
it's
is she
cat and
really doing
mouse.
anything
Yeah.
wrong? But
But then
is. But is she?
But then he comes in and he's like being naturally like so funny. He's so good, and this
Ooh, I
show
love
is so
that.
compelling, and I can't wait to see. And I want to hear your thoughts on it too, as well as also
I'm
too.
in. I love all the I just love a woman getting revenge because it's usually men that have harmed them.
Yeah.
And I think it's time that men start paying for what they've done.
Speaking of women on top, this is the
I'm not
last.
a man most of
Yeah,
the time.
this is the very last recommendation because it's so good.
Yeah. Okay.
Anne Hathaway versus the Dinosaurs is a new movie that just came out, and it's so good. It's like an 80s
Versus the Dinosaurs.
Well, it's called The End of Oak Street, but I'm calling it Anne Hathaway versus Dinosaurs because it answers the question.
Amen.
It answers the question, what would you do if your neighborhood got transported to prehistoric times and dinosaurs came in your neighborhood?
A question I've never asked.
And Anne Hathaway is the mom to a boy and a girl, and married to Ewan McGregor. He's 10 years older than her.
He's at
least. Yeah. But it is so good. It felt like a Steven Spielberg, like a movie that would have come out in the 80s or 90s. Like that's what it felt like. I love
that.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying what Anne Hathaway's doing lately.
She really said, I think I'm going to be pregnant soon. Let me just be in every single of all the movies.
Yeah. And she did. And they're all insanely different genres. Listen, Anne Hathaway, I will always feel guilty about the moment in time that we all shared, that we all decided we didn't like her. And that was misled. It was
So, Darby, can I make a confession here to you?
Madonna.
This is just a FaceTime, right? It's just me and you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is FaceTime on our computers with microphones.
Darby.
Yeah.
You remember how everyone hated Anne Hathaway?
What? That's crazy.
Well, I accidentally went around and I told everyone what she did, and I got her confused with Anne Hathaway, William Shakespeare's wife. And so I was talking mad shit about William Shakespeare's wife, Anne Hathaway. And
how did you pull that out of your ass? Your juicy, beautiful
Darby,
ass.
I'm confessing. Darby, I'm confessing to you. So I accidentally told everyone what Anne Hathaway did, but I didn't clarify that it was Richard William Shakespeare's wife. And so now everyone took it as Anne Hathaway, the actress, and they got all mad at her. And I was like, oopsies. I started the rumors that made her be hated. Was the opposite of beloved? Be hated.
Mm-hmm. Actually, Alexis, thank you for the confession. It was incredible. Can you just give me 2 seconds to process it on my own? Please don't listen, okay?
Yeah.
So anybody listening to this podcast right now, I want you to know, first of all, if you're driving, speed up. Secondly, if you were shocked by that, yeah, you're an alive human. There's not a person on earth who expected that to come from her. A fart? Sure. A mention of William Shakespeare actually being super into dudes? Why not? But Anne Hathaway, his wife? Now, when we head back into the conversation, listener, I'm going to ask her a couple follow-up questions. And I don't know. She seems like she's on one lately. So let's see where this goes. Alexis?
Can I tell you that I went thrifting with friend of the pod, Brittany, today? You remember Brittany of Brittany and Michael?
Yes, I love them. Michael's so hot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're both so hot and talented.
So sorry.
But can I tell you something? Brittany, when I got in Brittany's car, there was the little tote bag in the seat, and I lifted it up to move it, but I felt that there wasn't anything in there, so I sat down thinking she'll move it by the time I sit down, because it takes me a while to sit. She had placed a whoopee cushion under the tote bag, and I fell for it. Well, I fell on it, because sitting for me is kind of just falling now. And it was a whoopee cushion. And she got me so good.
Did it explode?
No, but it was the perfect, sometimes they don't get the right angle, or sometimes you sit on the hole and it doesn't.
Yeah.
This one was the perfect sound. And you know what? Props to her. Okay, what was you were going to say something and I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Listen, anytime you want to talk about you farting in your friend's car and then you get nervous as you start to tell the story, so you change it to a whoopee cushion.
No,
I think that's great. And I think you should be able to do that. Okay. So next time you want to tell a fart story.
I admit when I farted the other day because I slipped on a piece of paper that was on the ground. The piece of paper made my foot slide.
Can I tell you a mother-in-law fart story?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. What are we doing here if we're not doing this?
If we're not doing this. Mother-in-law, lovely, lovely woman. Mother-in-law, undiagnosed autism denier, perhaps. I think she's got some research to do. But no, I'm just kidding. But so her tone when she's just kind of talking and her casual tone sounds very what's the opposite of casual? Big time.
Formal?
Business. Yeah, big time business formal.
Business casual.
And so I'll say like, oh, I can't believe this game's still going on. I love watching baseball. And she'll go, yeah, it's not great. They're not doing too great right now, but I do have hope that they'll eventually make a comeback and blah, blah. You know, like it's all just very like blasé. But every now and then she'll come to life. And we were watching old episodes of Taskmaster that she hadn't seen yet, because I do have a problem. The new season starts September 3rd. There's a whole new cast. It's coming. So get very excited for it. It's going to be really good. Anyway, so we're watching this, and Greg Davies was making fun of the way one of the girls walked in this like challenge where they had to get a bunch of steps. And he was making fun of them by standing up and going, oh, I got to get my steps in. And then he started like walking really weird, really quickly. And I said, oh my God, Mama D, that's like you, because she has to get her steps in. And so every night when we would sit down for her to work on your quilt, we couldn't do anything late into the night because she had to work on Alexis's quilt the whole time. And so right before she sit down, she'd check her watch. She'd go, I need to get my steps in. And then she'd stand up and she'd just walk in circles and just like march. Yeah. Which I can't actually be doing anything for you, but like whatever, live your life. And
it gets the blood pumping, I guess.
It gets the blood pumping. So I was like, oh, Greg's like you, Mama D, got to get the steps in. Well, she thought I meant the way he was walking, like making fun of that girl's walk. She didn't pick up on that I meant like, oh, I got to get my steps in, and then getting up and looking weird. And she's like, oh, no. I don't do that. What I do is I get up and I walk like this. And she starts to walk real fast in place, and she farts. And she goes, but I don't fart.
Mother!
But I don't fart. I mean,
but
it's
I don't
just like
fart.
this, but I don't fart. It was great.
I
It
don't
was
care who
so
you
good.
are. Farting is
Farts are
so
funny.
funny. If you don't think they're funny, I, I liken that to like you're a self-hating homosexual. Like you don't like yourself.
Yeah, you don't like your own scent, which is a lie. Everyone loves their farts. Okay?
In our Patreon, I wrote a pros and cons list of getting a car versus getting a van. And in the cons of van, it's like poop and pee. I have to take care of it myself, but I don't mind my own smell.
Mm, I think you would start to. Because, I mean, like, I wouldn't want, like, days of my smell.
Well, no. You have to take it out. It's like a litter box. You kind of have to take it out regularly.
Oh, see, I didn't know that you're supposed to change the litter in the litter box, and my cat got stuck. Anyway, um, what were we talking about? Van.
You were,
What?
I think you had some follow-up questions about Anne Hathaway.
I do.
Okay.
I
Lay it on.
I do.
Let me hear it.
First of all, I don't know how you knew I had those questions. I was just talking to myself, and you weren't supposed to be listening. But
We're synced up. We're locked in.
what was it that Anne Hathaway did that was so bad that when you told everyone it was the other Anne Hathaway, everyone was mad at her?
Well, my lawyers did advise me that I can't say this anymore publicly, but since this is just a FaceTime,
This is just a FaceTime.
so here's the thing. William Shakespeare gets all the credit, right? Men get all the credit.
Ugh, right.
Me and Anne, I came up with I came up with the idea of sonnets and she wrote them down, but I came up with the idea. Like there needs to have like, it needs to be like a song, but shorter and like littler. So like sonnet. And so
Mhm.
I came up with that and she started writing those. And then we came up with a couple like Richard the Third. I actually wrote Richard 1 and 2. And then she put Richard the Third out under
Yeah.
William's name. And she just
Yeah,
like, they're
well,
honking because they know.
mhm.
Sorry. And so I don't get the credit I deserve for writing a lot of those like Romeo and Juliet. First of all, when I wrote it, they were 30 and 31.
Yeah, thank you.
And then when she wrote it, they were 13 and 17. And it's like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, you
But
want to
we're
kill kids?
Anne Hathaway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, you killed that question, and I absolutely believe you know everything there is to know about Anne Hathaway. Final question.
Mm,
If you wrote Henry the 1 and 2,
Richard, yeah.
whatever, this is a boy, and
Yeah.
there's only two genders. Everyone calm down.
Back then there was only, but all the boys played the women's roles. That's why I was in there. That's why I was writing. I was in the writer's room for William Shakespeare's plays.
So, final question, and then we
Yeah.
can just move on.
Mm-hmm.
And I just need a quick answer. Just like answer the question, we're done.
Okay.
How old are you?
A gentleman never asks and a lady never tells.
Well, thank God I'm not a gentleman and you're not a lady, bitch.
You got me, bitch. I'm 41.
You look great for your 40s.
Thank you.
For part of your 40s. Like if you told me you were 48, I'd be like, "Whoa."
Speaking of how old we are, I have been really
Stretching?
missing. No, not regularly, but more than normal. So I did it once 2 weeks ago. But listen,
Yeah. Well, that's good for a month.
listen, I have been really missing the experience of actual video stores and going in and looking at all the videos
Are you doing that
and
now?
picking up. What do you mean?
Are you doing the app?
What app?
There is a website or an app or something that you can use. Oh yeah, you don't have TikTok, so you'll find out about this in 3 months on Instagram. But it's an old Blockbuster, and you put in all of your streaming services, and it fills the shelves with stuff like that you could actually watch, like on Netflix or Hulu. So it lets you go through and kind of scan through a Blockbuster.
That sounds kind of cool, but I don't know about that. No, I just miss it was exciting to like get ready and be like, ooh, I get to pick this week. It was always
Yeah.
me. My sisters were a lot older. They moved out very early.
Yeah,
And
they
so
didn't want to watch.
I always got to pick, and like you could pick your popcorn, and I was doing Skittles back then or
You always got to
Starburst.
pick. That explains a lot. That explains a lot. Listen,
I always got to pick.
kids who went to Blockbuster knowing they would pick versus kids who were trying to come up with a story as to why they should be the one that gets to pick, knowing fully it was bullshit. Two different experiences, completely different. And
Oh,
you know, if
wow.
mom wins, we're getting something Tom Cruise. If my
Oh,
brother wins, we're getting something Tom Cruise. My brother's a really gay little boy. And if my sister wins, we're getting Barbie, which is what I was going to choose anyway. Okay.
oh yeah.
And dad, he didn't know where the Blockbuster was.
Oh yeah. His sense of direction's been really rattled.
Yeah.
Does he have vertigo?
Yes, that's why he falls off the toilet.
Interesting.
Isn't that funny?
That is
Should I
funny.
start preparing for his death? Like, should I? Because what I want to do when he's finally gone, I want to, I was thinking I want to wear a top. You know that t-shirt that's like, my dad's pronouns are, was, were?
Oh no, yeah.
I want that, but like bedazzled. And I want it like right on my nipples. And that's going to take time. So I feel
It's
like
gonna
if I
take time
wait for
to
him to
bedazzle.
die, yeah, because I just want to put on my party top. I don't want to
Yeah,
make it.
just get it done now and have it
Yeah,
hanging on the special hanger. And so that way when
yeah.
it's time, you don't have to think about it. You can just go. Yeah,
The
maybe put a
special
few
hanger's a
bucks
dildo.
away so we can oh.
Mm-hmm.
Turpy, you can't say the D
Mm-hmm.
word. You can't say the D word on this FaceTime.
Oh, I'm sorry, Daffy Duck. Oh. You know his tongue is crazy.
Okay, I know you're not Housewives. Real quick, I started
Yeah.
watching there's because they're a ultimate girls trip, a Real Housewives ultimate girls trip, and they're doing the 20-year anniversary. So it's a lot of the OGs and then
Oh,
like
wow.
Lisa Barlow and Giselle from Potomac. But it's a lot of people that have been on their season since the beginning of their franchises. And so it's
Yeah.
Teresa, it's Vicky and Kyle and
Oh.
Portia. And they are going to each of their individual cities. And the first episode is OC, and Vicky brings them to some weird restaurant where she explains a lot that her husband at the time called her Miss Piggy, and that's why she got a face change. And
She should go
so,
back and get another one.
well, and so in the next episode, oh, Luann's there because Luann's telling they're in Beverly Hills and she's telling the Beverly Hills gals about what Vicky's husband said. She didn't say Miss Piggy, she said Porky Pig. And then Kyle's like, it was Miss Piggy. And Vicky was like, it was that Porky Pig. And Lou goes, I mean, uh, she got offended.
Can I tell you,
It was so
watching
good.
Luann continue
Oh,
this insane storyline where she's constantly touring, y'all. Like, she is the most booked non-singing singer in the world.
yeah.
And on top of that, however, I do believe if we look, this is just, it doesn't matter. I do believe if we look back to previous seasons, perhaps a Halloween party or two, I do believe that Luann's natural state of being is conservative, and everyone
Oh,
around her is conservative. And she knows that if she were to go conservative, it would be over for her. So seeing her try to navigate the like, no, I'm super progressive and, you know, whatever, with, okay, but you're going on a show with, what's her name? OC, Piggy, Porky Pig's face. Like,
Vicky.
that would be really hard for me to be around someone like that. But I think it comes really naturally for Luann. And I'm not saying that she hasn't changed some of her thoughts. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that she can change her thoughts very easily depending on the crowd she's with. And I think that's funny.
I think that's why some of those older ladies uh are still kicking and
Have we not
still.
lost a single housewife ever?
No, we've lost, I mean, Taylor's husband.
No, 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 no. I mean housewife. Have we lost a housewife?
Wait, this is Big Ange. Big
She
Ange, I
wasn't a
think, was a house.
housewife.
She
She was
wasn't?
a mob wife.
Oh. Wait, I can't think of any. Is
I
this
don't think any
crazy?
have. I don't think any have. Can I pick who I think it should be?
No. Yeah.
Oh,
No, no, no. Wow, that's interesting. I don't think we have.
what was the girl?
We've lost way too many drag race girls for there not to, like, it's not
Let
fair.
drag queens live. Kill the housewives. No, don't kill anyone. But if you're going to kill someone, who was the housewife with the she was really into Jesus. She had Jesus boobs. Uh
What franchise?
OC, I want to say.
I never watched that. I didn't like that. OC.
Oh, you know what? I think her name is Alexis. I'm not joking.
Oh, Alexis Bellino, maybe?
I think, hang on, I want to get this right. I'm cursing a woman, so I want to make sure I have this right.
Okay. You know what? I think her name was Joyce. There was one girl on Beverly Hills. She only had one season, but I think she beefed with Kyle too much and wasn't asked back or didn't want to come back.
No,
And Joyce,
that was right. Alexis Bellino. I think Alexis
oh,
Bellino should be in a car accident that takes her life. But
yeah.
as a joke, hypothetically, no, I don't mean that.
Shannon's tried to be in a car accident.
Thank God Shannon's doing that work. Thank you, Shannon.
I think justice for Joyce. And also bring Clinton back. Or what was her name? The witch. Remember the witch on Beverly Hills?
Yes. I don't remember
Kyle
her name.
hated.
But I love when someone goes on one of those shows and upsets one of the cast members. And as an
Yeah,
audience
upsets the
member, we're
dynamic.
supposed to be cheering for the
Claxton.
housewife, but we're not.
Anyways, speaking of death, should we find a Death Equals Lady just for us right now?
Death equals lady. Oh yeah, while she's pulling that update, we actually do have an update on the studio. The build is happening. It's happening. We've already finalized everything. We bought the stuff. And the build is happening. So we should, all intents and purposes, but this is Holly weird after all, we should be in our new studio next week, which is so exciting.
I know. And the bookers are booking. The bookers are booking. I don't know if you've been seeing the emails, but I'm very excited to talk to some of
I'm
these
trying not to be
people.
horny. So I haven't commented at all.
We're going to be horny for that one guest. Are you talking?
I know.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Excuse me.
Yep.
Okay. We have a follow-up. Do you remember Horse Orgy? This isn't a Death Equals Lady, but can I do a follow-up?
Yes, please. Someone will die in that story eventually.
Okay. Remember Horse Orgy who couldn't find his Cinderfella?
Yes.
He was at an orgy, but he was blindfolded, and there was one guy that kept coming back to him
and kissed him.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
My queens, this is your loyal horse bottom fulfilling my God-given duty to provide a follow-up email since my last submission, as there have been updates. To start, your advice was perfect. Okay, write that down on Apple reviews or whatever.
Yeah, you
reviews.
should actually, and you should do that.
5 stars.
If you go to Apple Podcasts and leave us a review and give us 5 stars, it really does help. Why don't we ever say that?
We never say the normal podcast. Should we start saying it?
It's because we don't believe in ourselves. We had a meeting, no joke, we had a meeting last week with Patreon, and I went in with my tail between my legs because I feel like we suck at doing it. I just don't feel like I'm doing enough, which I know is in my own brain. But at the end, she was like,
she told us that we were doing
this
good.
and this. Outstanding. Your page is outstanding. And I was like,
you're
okay,
Darby. You're outstanding.
Okay. Well, no, but I mean, that's nice. Isn't it nice?
It was so nice to hear. Okay. So, but I abandoned the door knocking campaign. This is the email again. And instead did just what you suggested. I walked my dog every day looking cute and sexy and felt amazing. I asked various guys who I thought could be the mysterious stallion, but no dice. I was prepared to let the universe do its thing and just enjoy the ride. I had all but given up my search, satisfied that I was noticed and emboldened by the surge of confidence when the mystery stallion approached me out of the blue. I was at a dance party at a local bar chatting with some friends who knew the story when, out of nowhere, this man approached the table, apologized for the interruption, pointed directly at me, and with a somewhat stern tone said, "Can I speak to you over here?" The Catholic guilt and defensive anxiety set in immediately. I assumed I was about to be escorted off the premises for some horrible crime. I didn't do it. I swear I've never killed anyone. Please let me go. But to my surprise, that was all in italics, by the way.
Not Italian italics.
But to my surprise, the man smiled at me. A tall, handsome, mature gentleman in a jockstrap sporting a long salt and pepper beard was standing before me, and it clicked. "Wait. Are you who I think you are?" I questioned. "I am," he said, now grinning. We walked to a corner, both of us nervous and excited. He pulled me in for a kiss, and we laughed. It turns out he recognized me from Barracuda during Pride earlier this year. He was dancing next to me at one point and thought I was very attractive, and then began noticing me all the time when I was out and about walking my dog. He was shy about introducing himself randomly at a park, so he admired me from afar. Then, while at the market, he recognized my body and beard and went for it. We had a laugh and shared another kiss and chatted a bit before exchanging numbers. Turns out he is partnered and in an open relationship.
Yeah, they all are.
But I half expected it and never really thought this would turn into some romantic saga. But we've chatted a lot since, and we have plans to reconnect in the near future. He's incredibly sweet, and at the very least, I've come away from it all with a new friend with benefits. All in all, this has been a fun, sexy summer tale that has left me beaming and feeling sexier than ever. Since I know you ladies like to ogle at weenies, I got his permission to share his sexy socials with you so you can see him for yourselves. Woof.
Oh, I'm so happy for you, and I'm so horny.
I've also included some PG pictures of me because why not? Smiley face. Thanks again for your help and wishing all death to your enemies. Hot horse bottom. His blue sky is this. Okay. We're not going to share that, but we are going to look at. Oh my gosh.
That's incredible.
Horse bottom. This is the best possible scenario. This is the best case scenario.
It really is. It really is.
Because what if he's not partnered and you try to date, but then the magic is gone? This is great because there's a little separation still and you have a new friend with benefits and it's hot and sexy and you're laughing. Best case scenario.
There will always be a little bit of mystery between you two because you know that like you don't know everything about him because he tells someone he actually loves that stuff. That's romantic as fuck. I love that.
Would you ever have another boyfriend? A boyfriend?
No. My God. No.
Yeah.
No. You know what I want to do first? I want to be really good to my current partner.
Well, Darby.
I am. No, I am. I
I am. Realistic.
I am.
You are.
But before I take on another project, why don't I clean this one up a little?
Okay.
Oh God, that got too real. Well, congrats, girly. I'm so happy for you. And I cannot wait to see how naked he is in all his forms.
I love Blue Sky, by the way.
It's great. I think I've said this before, but I'm going to say it probably for the rest of my life. I am so happy that sex positivity, I feel, has brought us so far as a culture to be able to talk about it and own it and like take the shame away from it.
Yeah.
I love it. But I'm so grateful that I didn't feel that way, that I didn't live in this part of the world when I was young, because when I was sex addict, I would not have had time for this. If I was sex addict, I'd be OnlyFans. I'd immediately start an OnlyFans and I'd start touring the country, just blowing my butt out everywhere, seeing how many.
Colby Keller.
I'd be Colby Keller. I'd be Colby Color
Yeah.
because we also look alike, and that's okay.
You look the exact same. I think he became MAGA. I don't know what he's doing now.
Oh, well, yeah, that would have been my
Trajectory. Yeah.
yeah, I was not in a healthy space mentally to be able to do it in any way but in a shameful way, meaning I'm making decisions that are not in my best interest because I don't care about myself.
Hey, I relate hard. I mean, we all went. I went through that in terms of before transitioning, and certainly before mental health help. But I was not desirable to the gay people, so that's actually a good
Yes,
thing.
you were. You didn't
No,
believe in
that's a
yourself.
good thing.
You didn't believe in
Well, when I
yourself.
when I was a twink, but I didn't know about that back then.
Even when you were just kind of a regular looking chubby guy.
You don't have to do. Okay. We don't.
You have to laugh. I haven't laughed
You
in so long.
have to laugh. Oh, I miss laughing with you. I'm excited. It feels like, oh well, we are getting back to it tomorrow. We're filming a podcast.
Yeah, we're like getting
We're
like
getting
the
back
studio's
into
up.
it.
My mother-in-law's gone.
Yes.
Alexis has hair. Go
I have
ahead.
hair, and I'm doing my second ever trivia. I don't know if I made a big enough deal, but this is a big deal to me. I'm
Yeah.
doing trivia at the Witch's Cottage in North Hollywood on Sunday, the 23rd, from noon to 3. And
I'll be
I'm doing
there.
it the last Sunday of every month from now until they fire me. So we've got the next 3 Sundays booked, the next month's book. I'm just really excited because I heard about this place. I wanted to be
And
involved,
you got involved.
and here we are.
I know. I'm proud of
They've
you.
not even been opened a year, and I get to be involved. It is the best. They have the best drinks. The best people work there. It's just so cool. And even if you're not into witchy stuff, like, it's just so cool.
It's
and
very
beautiful in there.
anti-God, and that's nice. That's nice. I was out of town for your first Love Witch, so I'm so sad I missed it. But I'm here. I'm queer.
You
And
have
I'm
to
gonna get
come.
used to it. I
It's
will.
gonna be
I'm so
fun.
excited.
I am
I'm
going to
really
sing the
excited.
number the same number you've heard me sing 9 million times.
But I love it every
But
time,
it's different every time.
for the most part. Yeah.
And also, can I have a ride too? Just because
To
I have to
what?
get to the bingo, because I have to get there early.
Yeah. I have oh, what is it called?
Are you going to church
Other
that
things
day?
I want to do.
Oh,
But also, we just confirmed it, but it's too far out. Never mind.
we got more exciting things to come. So don't even.
Don't even.
Yeah, don't even.
Don't
But
even.
do stick around if you're a patron. We do have a Patreon. We have a lot of exciting things going on over there.
Apparently, it's outstanding.
Apparently, it's outstanding.
It's outstanding. And to be clear, the Patreon lady was not saying our page was outstanding. She was saying that our community was outstanding, which has nothing to do with us, technically.
That's y'all.
But I did take full credit. I did take absolute full credit.
I feel like we're figureheads and figure tails.
I feel like my head has definitely.
Run some figures.
Damn, that was good, Bells. I was trying to do a penis joke. I'm so hack.
You're not hack.
And watch Hacks on HBO Max. All right, we will be next week. We'll be studio probably. That's so fun. And if we're not, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
If you're not, we're gonna be unplugged again.
We're never going to be unplugged again. I'm actually going to hook your nipples up to the microphone next week.
Oh,
and see what
so we're gonna be
happens.
plugged. What if you hook my nipples up and they make a sound like a inside of a seashell or a conch?
With a woman crying inside. Okay, we'll see you next week. Stick around, patrons. Bye.
In my homosexual opinion, IMHO.